current and clued in. Live and local, this is KTAB for you.
Good afternoon, I'm Claire Kreitz. Stacy is away today. Thank you for watching KTAB for you. Today is June 15th. We have a great show for you today. Here is what we've been working on. Attorney Tara Lowe will tell us what you can do if you were injured by a drunk driver. Troy Sutton will have advice to help those in debt save money for the future. And Tony Barker will tell us about an upcoming benefit concert and give us a live performance in the studio. Today is a special day here at KTAB. It's the Nexstar Founders Day of Caring, where we help a local nonprofit with a project. And this year we are helping our friends at the Taylor Jones Humane Society. KTAB's Victor Sotelo is there live. Victor, what have you been working on?
That's right, Claire, and you were here for just a few hours this morning putting in some work. As a matter of fact, painting this maroon wall back here, and this is just some of the work that we're doing for Nexstar's 22nd anniversary. It's called Founders Day of Caring, and what we do is we pick our favorite nonprofit. Today it's Taylor Jones Humane Society, and we go out and help them out. Times this by 100, because that's how many stations we have across the nation, and all of our stations are doing the same thing that we're doing today. They're picking their favorite nonprofit in their community and going out and helping them out. And with me I have Melissa O'Neill. You've seen her on our shows bringing over the pets. And tell us what this means to you to be able to do all this work here.
Oh, it's just, this is what Abilene's all about. It's just caring, people caring and coming out and helping make their humane society a better place.
And it's kind of cool because while we've been here, we've seen a dog adopted out, a dog that was rescued from the shelter, and just a few minutes later,
yes,
taken out of here.
Home. It was wonderful. And that's why we do this. It just warms your heart when animals get forever homes, and we want to make this a better place for them before they get there.
Well, and I just want to show you some of the work that's being done. If you take a look right over here, we got some people working this way. Swing around over here. We got people working over here. Swing around over this way. You just did a whole circle, and we've got people working over here. And even in the next room, the cat room, there's some painting going on over there. So we've been here all day. This is how we're celebrating Nexstar's 22 years. Back to you, Claire.
Thank you, Victor. It's come a long way since I've been there. But if you were injured or have your property damaged by a drunk driver, there is help to make sure you are not caught with the bill. Here to help us is attorney Tara Lowe. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, Claire. Thank you. So
how common do you see drunk driving accidents?
Well, unfortunately in Abilene we see them way more often than we would like to. It's become a lot more common, and especially this time of year. 4th of July is one of those times where everybody wants to go out and have a little bit too much to drink and not get a designated driver. So unfortunately this time of year is one of the worst.
And so what do you need to do if you are in an accident with a drunk driver?
Well, there's a few things. The first thing, obviously, is if you are injured in an accident with a drunk driver, primary focus is going to be your medical treatment. So go get your medical treatment, take care of that, make sure you're okay, your loved ones are okay. Next thing would be you probably need a free consult with a personal injury attorney like myself or any of the others in town. You need to get that consult to see what all options are available to you. Oftentimes there are several other potential people at fault for that accident besides just the driver himself, and that's something that an attorney can help you navigate through.
And so how does insurance work in this case?
Well, that's an interesting question. Anytime you're involved in an accident, whether a drunk driver's involved or not, but definitely when drunk driver's involved, insurance is typically the main source of recovery, and that's something that a lot of people don't understand when they go sit on a jury, is they will see an individual there and not an insurance company, but what they don't know is the insurance company is the one who's actually going to be responsible most of the time for whatever happens in that courtroom. We can't sue the insurance company, however, because they're not the ones who got drunk and hit you, and they're not the ones who may have accidentally run into you. It's unfortunately that person. So I encourage people to understand that when they sit on a jury, that it's not that person always. There's usually an insurance company in the background.
And so you talked about other parties involved. Who are some of those other parties?
Well, it depends. There can be several things. It could be bars, could be restaurants, could be people who overserved. I mean, there are several other opportunities. It could be businesses who don't monitor their employees whenever they send them out in company vehicles. It could be several things. We've had some cases recently involving company vehicles who knowingly let their drivers drink on the job. So there are always other things to look at. Make sure you talk to someone and get an opinion.
And so what about property? Do you see that?
Yeah, I mean, yes, definitely. Anytime, if there's an accident, there's at least going to be the automobile damage. Occasionally, a drunk driver may just run into something at your house, like your mailbox or your car or your house. I have a couple of those going on right now. When they run into your house, same thing, contact the insurance company, but before you do that, call a lawyer, see what you can do. Most of the time, you'll need to deal with insurance directly, but always get a free consult before you make any decisions.
Extremely important to seek legal advice.
It is very important, if for no other reason than to just know which direction to go.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. If you would like to contact Lowe Law Firm, they are located at 613 Hickory Street. You can give them a call at 455-1889 or go to lowlawfirm.com. Still to come on KTAB For You, we'll learn how you can save money even when in debt in this week's KTAB Financial Friday. And musician Tony Barker will explain how you can come out and support Global Samaritan Resources at a special concert tomorrow evening. Current include in, live and local. You're watching KTAB For You.
I've heard time and time again that
This is KTAB For You.
If you are looking to save money for the future but struggling with debts from your past, you are not alone. Luckily, Troy Sutton has advice to help you in this week's KTAB Financial Friday.
I've heard time and time again that in order to be financially secure, one must pay off all their debt first and then save. My entire career has been fighting that hasty generalization. And now, I know that the most popular financial guru in Texas swears that paying off all of your debt first is the biggest priority of your life. But does it make sense financially? Rolling up my sleeves to tackle this problem. Let's look at corporate America. How do they deal with debt? Think of any major successful corporation. They borrow huge amounts of money, tons of it, to finance their growth. Now, once a company incurs this debt, does it devote all of its income to paying it off as quickly as possible? No, no way, Jose, not at all, not as a zilch. Any company that did so would see its stock price drop precipitously for a variety of reasons. Successful companies allocate some of their income to debt service while devoting other portions to improving efficiencies, creating new products, and growing their market share. In other words, businesses grow themselves out of debt. They pay down their debt balances and invest in their own future at the same time. Whoa, mind blown. What is Troy talking about? That's not what I read in my book. Look at some potential numbers for an average household of $65,000 per year, a 15% APY, $25,000 credit card debt. And they can only scrounge together $300 a month that they can put either on their debt extra or save. Option A, pay down the debt first and then save the $300 payment for the next 10 years. It's a total of 13.3 years. Look, the debt is paid off in 40 months, and then they save $300 per month at 10% per year rate of return for 10 years. It's $61,500. Now let's compare that to option B. Same amount of time, 13.3 years. Split the $300 in half. $150 goes to debt reduction and $150 to the investment. Now, the debt is paid off in 52 months. Savings in 52 months is $9,700. Now we take that $300 and we save it for the rest of the time period, that rest of the 13.3 years. They have $76,000 to their name. Benefit is $14,500 in your favor with this option, and it only took 12 extra months to pay off the debt. But if it took you 12 extra months to get an extra $14,000 of wealth, why wouldn't you consider doing it? Now remember, this is an example. Obviously, yours would be different. Because when we consider your interest rates, your discipline, your income, it's not going to be the same. But the point is, it works. And it's not just financially beneficial, perhaps, to go this route. It can also be psychologically rewarding. You see progress. You see wealth accumulation. And according to a survey, the main reason people never save any money is because they are paying off debt. Then they hit retirement with nothing saved, often getting discouraged and simply giving up on the idea of a comfortable retirement. Now don't worry about the past. It's gone. It's done. Today determines your future. And it is time to put some pencils to paper and sort out your future, especially if you have debt. Change your spending habits. We'll talk about that and how to do it another time. Remember, living on this planet may be expensive, but just imagine, each year we're given a free trip around the sun. Have a great week.
Thank you, Troy. If you would like to contact Sutton Financial Group, they are located at 2449 South Willis in Suite 106. You can call them at 437-0709 or go to suttonfinancialgroup.com. Still to come on KTAB for you, we'll visit with Tony Barker about a big concert tomorrow evening supporting Global Samaritan Resources. Current Include In, live and local. You're watching KTAB for you. How are we doing? Good? Yep. Perfect.
Hey, Adam. Come here a minute. Did you want some camera movement while he's playing, or what did you want?
Yeah, I'm going to play this.
Okay.
But that'll be next month.
Right.
Yeah, and Jessica can give you directions if you don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, gotcha.
My name is Tony Barker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
This is KTAB for you.
Tomorrow night, you can come out for a great concert and know you are helping Global Samaritan Resources. Here to tell us more is Tony Barker. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me on again. This is so kind of y'all. Appreciate it.
This is awesome. So tell me about the concert.
The concert itself is going to be marvelous and incredible. Walt is the best songwriter ever, in my opinion, but everybody else's opinion is wrong. So he is just an incredible songwriting experience. And this time, his wife Tina is going to come and contribute some of her amazing vocals. She's on many of his 12 albums. This guy tours the world. He's just an incredible songwriter. And I would encourage people to come out for the experience of it. We connect with each other with our little screens and our swiping right and all that. But this is a thing that you want to experience in person. Be in that beautiful theater in Radford Auditorium at McMurray University. Be in the presence of these songs and have some reverence for it. You should, and it's fun, man. It's not going to be all down low key. It's going to be a good time, but it's something to experience live. The people that did last year still tell their friends you missed out on something big if you missed it.
Well, you mentioned Walt. Who else is going to be playing with you?
I'm going to be playing, and Greg Young is going to be playing. Greg's got many albums, several albums. He's got a children's album. He's got a Christian album, and he's just an amazing songwriter and performer and vocalist. His vocals are incredible, and he's going to be there, and I'm going to be there doing my level best to make some kind of sense. And then Walt comes on and just will melt your face. He's just amazing. He'll just he is that good. He is honestly that good. Everybody, I don't know that anybody that doesn't hold him in a special kind of reverence. And in the Hill Country, he's the standard to which other songwriters hold themselves. In West Texas, we don't have much. Our songwriting scene is growing, and thank you for helping this grow. Our songwriting scene is deeper than most people are aware. But we're not there yet to where everybody knows who Walt is. But everybody that heard this thing last year is going to remember it.
And so this is your second year, correct? Yes. So what was it like last year?
Magic, absolute magic. It was like me being on stage with, you know, my hero. And well, it wasn't like that. It was specifically exactly that. It was the coolest thing ever. And in the listening environment, you know, where people are there to hear what your story is, what you've put together as an entertainment piece, as a connection with people. As a performer, that's what we do, is we connect with humans. And that's more rare than you might think. And when it happens, when people are there and open to that experience and they share it with you, it's a beautiful thing. It really is.
And so, benefiting Global Samaritan.
Another cool experience. These guys, I could go off on these guys for days. They do so much all around the world for people that are in crisis and trouble. They ship water purification systems, both pocket size and community size. I think I heard them tip over the $100,000 mark of assistance they've provided right here in the big country. They've been hovering around that $100,000 a year mark and they do it for other nonprofits. What they are logistics experts. They make every dollar that gets donated to these nonprofits work harder because they solve some logistical problems that everybody, you know, they're a little shy about it. Oh, so administrative costs. And these guys do all of that with, I've just found out, 8 staff members. Wow. 8 full-time staff members. They're shipping millions of servings of food overseas, truckload after truckload of durable medical goods, and they'll go send a gurney to Roby, or I mean, they're so amazing at what they do, and right here in Abilene, Texas, making us proud.
Yes, definitely. It's a great organization, and if you would like to come out to this concert, it will be at McMurray University's Radford Auditorium tomorrow, June 16th at 7 p.m. Tickets are $20 for general admission and $15 for military, first responders, teachers, and clergy. For more information or tickets, you can go to either globalsamaritan.org or tonybarkermedia.com. Still to come on KTAB for you, Tony will give us a live performance here in the studio. You won't want to miss it. Current and clued in, live and local. You're watching KTAB for you.
You are a detail-oriented guy.
This is KTAB for you.
Before the break, we talked with Tony Barker about tomorrow evening's benefit concert for Global Samaritan. Here to give us a preview of what you can expect is Tony Barker with his song, Lies.
Lies and the damage they do. The ones that hurt the least are the ones that tell you lies. Oh, the kind everyone tells. The ones that hurt the most are the ones you tell yourself. So many people hear that voice inside their heads and then they turn away. The voices fade. And when the voice is silent and they're left alone, they make themselves believe they've got it made. Ooh, lies and the damage they do. And the ones that hurt the least are the ones they tell you lies. Oh, the kind everyone tells. The ones that hurt the most are the ones you tell yourself. I don't need anybody's help with my problems. I can make it on my own. I can put this bottle down anytime. I can win this fight alone. What she doesn't know won't hurt her. Tomorrow things will still be the same. It's not my fault, I'm not responsible. Somehow the world must be to blame. Yeah, lies and the damage they do. The ones that hurt the least are the ones they tell you lies. Oh, the kind everyone tells. The ones that hurt the most are the ones. The ones. Lies that hurt the most are the ones you tell yourself.
This is KTAB for You.
Thanks for tuning in to KTAB for You. Connect with us on Facebook and Twitter at KTAB for You. Jeopardy is up next. Come back in half an hour for KTAB News at 5 with Brittany and Noel. We'll see you Monday where everything we do is for you. But before we go, here once again is Tony Barker.